Lotso Huggin' Bear, he is a bear, so he's gonna be very soft and round. I'm gonna make sure I can draw where you guys can see real quick, mark my paper, but we want to start with a circle. It's like softer and rounder than a circle. So right in the middle here of our paper, we're going for a circle the size of a baseball, and orange works too here. If you lock your wrist and elbow and use the rotation of your shoulder, you get better circles that way. They don't have to be perfect, but you just want them circular. Once you've got your circles here in place, we'll go in and divide it. We're going to go ahead and add a vertical line straight down the center here, so cut it in half. And then our horizontal line won't be quite in the center, it'll be just a little bit above center. So for me, center would be about here. I'm going to just move my arm a little above and add that horizontal line. So right now you just have a circle with a plus sign. Nothing too complex just yet. Now the first feature that we can start building up, and we usually normally build this up for any character, and that's a nose. For Lotso, his nose rests underneath your horizontal line. It's going to be a big rainbow here spanning all the way across your circle. So we'll stretch that rainbow all the way across. And this isn't exactly his nose just yet, it's his snout. His nose should still remain within that circle here. It's going to be a big letter U. This letter U attaches to that rainbow we just drew, and it goes pretty close to the bottom of your original circle. We're leaving a little bit of a gap here just to show his philtrum. Now, a philtrum is that little line that dogs and cats have here connecting their nose and mouth. So I'm going to darken that into place. That's going to be a permanent part of my sketch. I'm also going to darken in or lock into place his nose and his snout, that big rainbow that we just drew. All of these lines are good to go. We're not going to change them. They won't get covered up. So we are going to go back over them and make them permanent. Now this right here, we only do to those important lines. So if you feel like your lines, you don't quite like them just yet, you're not feeling super confident with them, that's okay. Keep them light, keep them sketchy, and keep building on them. That's really the beauty of rough sketching. Right, so we've got his nose here, we've got his snout. Let's build up a smile here for Lotso. Lotso is a really great character because Pixar, they do this a lot. They'll give you a trick villain or a surprise villain who you don't really imagine to be the villain at the beginning of the story. And Lotso has this kind smile here, these very kind eyes. He's literally a teddy bear. How could a teddy bear be a villain? But then he kind of tricks you at the very end, or I guess not even at the very end, pretty early on, and you find out that he is in fact the villain of the story. So right now we're just going to give him a smile. I'm following the curve of my original circle. Now I'm going to give him an open mouth or a laughing smile, really showing off that kindness here behind his expression. So just underneath that big letter U, I'm going to draw a smaller letter U here, open up his mouth. And since his mouth is open, we do want to add in a peak of his tongue on the inside, just to show there is more detail here on the inside of our sketch. So I'll add a little rainbow curve, a little indication of his tongue, and even add some extra credit shading here to the inside of his mouth. So right now we really just have a nose and a smile. Nothing really super close that looks like Lotso. So let's complete his head shape here. Let's close off the sides and really just start seeing him that much more. Now his chin, I would say it's probably the same size of your circle. So I'm going to measure out my circle here from his smile to the top. And I'll start at that rainbow that I drew. This right here is the perfect size for his chin. So I'll add a horizontal line here, letter U curve, something to aim for. And he doesn't have like a very rounded face, so I'm just going to pretty much bring down almost straight lines to that horizontal line. His chin area is in fact very boxy, and it does stay on the lighter side. It gives him a little bit of this grandpa beard, and that's really another feature that helps him look so kind and welcoming. He just kind of looks like a grandpa that is welcoming you into Sunnyside Daycare. And honestly, there are lots of elements to Lotso's, the reason that he is a villain. You can kind of side with him a little bit, to a certain extent, because the whole idea, the whole reason that he is the way he is because his little kid just stopped loving him. You know, they grew up, they weren't interested in this teddy bear anymore, and so he was tossed aside. So he's a little bit sad, you know. And in Sunnyside Daycare, he's found the kids that love him again, and so he's just trying to protect his peace. He doesn't want the new toys to come in, and then he gets tossed aside again. So you kind of can understand why he sends the new toys to the butterfly room. But then when the furnace gets involved, it's really hard to side with him. But now that we've got the chin here in place, we do want to add in his eyes. We want to wake him up. His eyes here are going to be nice big circles. I'd say about half the leftover space in his head here. And they do sit fairly close together, so I'm going to add in some nice big circles here for his eyes. Now again, when we draw our circles, I do recommend you use your shoulder, but if you'd like to use your wrist here, if it's a smaller space, it might be a little bit easier. But again, I do recommend using that shoulder whenever you draw circles. We've got nice big circles here for his eyes. It's a little spooky right now. I'm going to add in an eyelid, maybe like down a third of the way, and it's just at a little bit of a diagonal. So you really are just building this very kind looking teddy bear. And Pixar they've done this time and time again. I won't give you guys other characters just because I don't know how many films you've watched, you know, I don't want to hit the spoilers, but they've done it with Coco, they've done it with, like, there's so many villains out there you know, you're rooting for them at the beginning of the film, and then you find out maybe it's not the nicest person. Now the pupils here for Lotso, it's kind of up to you. You could draw hearts in there, stars, you can draw a different, like, design in there entirely, have him looking at your neighbors, or maybe he's like the kind version of Lotso, so he's like trying to be silly, he's got hearts in his eyes, or little strawberries since he is strawberry scented. But I'm going to keep it pretty classic and just go with some nice big circles towards the inner corner, looking out at all of you guys. Now no matter what shape you decide on here for his pupils, it's really important you do shade them in nice and solid black. The eyes of the character, this is where the emotion comes from, so it's really important that the eyes are nice and dark. So I'm going to go in here, shade him in, and right now we have just a very kind looking bear. But once we add in his eyebrows, all of a sudden he becomes more menacing. So really kind, and then very menacing. So I'm going to add a diagonal, pull it all the way outside of my circle. And I'll do that same exact thing here on the other side. So we want these nice big eyebrows here for him, and they're not going to stay like this, they're not just pencil thin. We do want to add in more thickness to them, and add a nice big rainbow here for those brows. Once you've got the eyebrow shape here in place, you're good to lock it in, and we can complete the outside shape here of Lotso's head, because he kind of is just fluff. So we'll add in a general shape, but we'll go back in there and add that fluff texture to him to make him look more like a teddy bear. Now the type of bear he is, it was a little bit of a work in progress for quite some time. They really wanted Lotso to be a Care Bear. They thought that the idea of creating this like teddy bear who's all about kindness and warmth and helping one another, and then changing that type of bear to be a villain was a really cool idea. And so they reached out to the team that made Care Bears, and they said no, they didn't want their toys and their like cartoon characters to be thought of as villains. So Pixar had to kind of rethink the strategy they were going to go with here for Lotso. I brought down these diagonals here from his brows to the horizontal lines. It's going to give us the outside shape of his head. And from that horizontal line, I'm just going to bring down another diagonal, just going down to his chin. This isn't going to be the final head shape. You do want to go in here, add that fur texture, make him look very nice and fluffy, so that way he looks more like a teddy bear and less like a shaved coconut. I don't know. But I'm going to go in here and add what look like these little letter U curves or hook shapes here to create a more matted texture for this bear. So really nice and fluffy, but in more of a matted way. Now, because they didn't end up getting the rights for the Care Bears, they actually reached out to Mattel and were able to get rights for Barbie and Ken. And so that is why they are featured in this film as well. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. Initially, Lotso here, he was supposed to be the villain in the very first Toy Story. The idea was that he was going to be the villain instead of Sid, but the problem was Pixar did not quite have the technology yet to create fur. And so because it was going to look like a little bit of a weird, very plasticky bear, they decided against having Lotso as their very first villain, and they went with Sid instead. For the top of his head here, I'm just going to add maybe like 1 or 2 of these rainbows. There's not too much space. And to make him look like a teddy bear, we need those ears. Now, they are just rainbows, and we don't want to go too big, otherwise he starts looking more like Mickey and less like a teddy bear. So just be careful with that. Nice big rainbows here from behind his brows and then down to, like, I guess this cheek area. With these rainbows in place, we're going to add 1 more set of rainbows on the inside to give us an inner and outer ear fold. And just as we've been doing with the texturing here for his fur, on his cheeks, on the top of his head, we're going to add a couple more like matted strands of fur on his ears here. And once you've added in your fur, that is everything you need for your very own portrait of Lotso Huggin' Bear. Of course, you can add extra credit here. You can shade in his fur and his fluff, and it'll really help him look more like that magenta color that he is in the film. Adding in that little bit of tone and shading always makes the character feel that much more complete, even though we are working in black and white. So I definitely recommend it. Most importantly though, besides shading, besides walking in or adding extra credit, find yourself a spot and sign your name, nice, big, and proud, because you've just drawn your very own portrait of Lotso Huggin' Bear. Alright, now most importantly, how'd we do? Are you stunned into silence? Well, I mean, if you did terrible, he is a villain, so I feel like that should be good. That's very important to do terrible. Well, I'd love to see all of these sketches here too. So a quick count of 3 and we'll hold the ruler. And don't be afraid to take a look around. Everyone's got a unique style. And don't forget to sign your name, most importantly, I feel like. So count of 3. Ready? 1. Sign your name. 2. And 3. Lotso, let's take a look. All right, fabulous job here in Lake Town Rose. Nice and big. You guys are really filling up your pages. We got lots of great texture here in the back row. He's looking very wicked, like he's like charging or something. Nice job here with the brows here as well. Nice job on your sketchbooks. You guys fit it so well on the space. Okay, shading here. I love it. This is really nice.